Merry Christmas, everyone. Those of you who are celebrating the holiday, I know you are very busy, and so I wish you a safe and joyful holiday. On this side of the world, it is definitely, we are in the thick of winter, although it's the weirdest winter we've had in a couple years. I think it's very, very dry. I know there have been days where it's just been pouring, but no snow. We haven't had any snow, and from what I hear from my girlfriends on the other side of the mountain, it's been really dry. No rain there either. So we like our weather, even though it does provide challenges to one's emotion. We like our weather, so I'm like enjoying it and wishing for a change. I hope that you are all ready to relax into the new year. We may all celebrate different holidays in December, but we all acknowledge a new year. And I have been just kind of like not really racking my brain, but you know, that changing my mind. I've been changing my mind. I have an idea and then I change it. And then I think, oh, this might be my word of the year, and then I change it. So until that day actually comes, I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing. So if you have any plans that you are in, you've stamped them in concrete, please let me know what they are in the comments, because maybe that'll help me move along. It's a different holiday for me. Today is my day of reflection. It was 47 years ago that my father had his first heart attack, and G and I had only been married for 3 months. And so today always brings for me a reflection of not only the loss, but the blessings, and how incredible the journey has been. Because we hardly knew each other when we got married. And then in 3 months, it's like our family units all kind of exploded into now what? My father was such a pivotal part of our family, and I still miss him and his sense of humor. But yeah, it actually was their 25th anniversary when he had his first heart attack, and then by the new year, he was scheduled for heart surgery on Valentine's Day, of all things. And so he had heart surgery on Valentine's Day, and then 2 days after his 49th birthday, he had a second heart attack and didn't survive that one in May. So in 6 months, you know, that Christmas, there was no Christmas. We were all in a state of shock. And so I don't spend time. You know, we all have had losses, but the holiday kind of brings it to the forefront, and I take that time to look at the history, be grateful for the things that I'm grateful for, and it also somehow makes me think more about what I want for where my life is going. Not in a bad way, but in a way that I want to live it proactively, if you know what I mean. I want to stitch proactively. I am definitely buying cross-stitch proactively. I can hardly deny myself. It is like, oh, It's Tuesday, the second week in December. I need a chart. Oh, it's the winter solstice. I need a chart. It's oh, look it, there's a dog walking down the street. I need a chart. I know, I don't need much excuse. I don't know about you, but I don't need much excuse. And if you think Zooming keeps you from actually going in and being influenced, I can guarantee you that is not the case, because my friend Margaret runs a Zoom. She does, I think, a couple of different ones, but there's a Tuesday night Zoom, and my friend Janine, who owns Acorns and Threads, which is a cross-stitch shop in Portland, attends the Zoom from the shop, and then she shows anything new that comes in. And so when I went to the shop, let me just get it out here. I've got to find it, because I was like, what? When I went to the shop, I picked up my bag. And in my bag, and that's what happens a lot for people who actually can physically go to the shop. You will have a shopping bag there, and you can call up and say, can you put this in my bag, and then when you have to do it in a timely manner. You're not going to hold stuff in your bag for months, but if you're going to be there within that week, it'll have your name on it. And so I had a bag with this fabric. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. It's Lakeside linen, 36 count vintage wood smoke. And so when I got there, Janine says, here's the fabric that you ordered. And I said, what's this for? And she said, oh, that was that shopping frenzy on Zoom. She had gotten in a shipment of this, and the cross-stitchers, who I call the experienced cross-stitchers, they're the kind that know exactly what Lakeside linen is, or what the different looks of a linen. I do not know. I have to actually see it, but they seem to know the threads, know the counts, all of that. They're the knowledgeable ones. And so Jennifer and Marcia in that group were buying, I'll take a Portland cut, we call it, big one, big piece, Portland cut, or I'll take a fat quarter. And I started to panic. It was like that shopping TV show where you're running down the aisles with the cart, except for I was at home. And I said, okay, throw one in my bag. I don't know, but I have to say, it's absolutely gorgeous. The modeling is perfect. I have no clue what I'm going to use it for. So I went to pick that up. And then also in the bag were these two threads that I ordered. And I've never used these. These are a DMC, I don't know what to call it. It's like a fuzzy, sparkly DMC. And I had ordered those two because of this chart. They had run out of the called for, and so they got them in and put them in my bag. And this is Beth Twist's kind of nerdy, let's see, Out There ornament set. I didn't have my glasses on. But Beth had told me, and I probably already told you this, but I'm telling you again because, after all, I read something that's what happens when you get older, is that you repeat yourself. So I have all the called for threads, and now I have the last two that I needed to work on this ornament set. And so I was just going to look for some fun fabric, because the fabric in this was absolutely gorgeous. But Beth from Heartstring Samplery told me, no, you really should try to get the called for fabric because it's awesome. And I have to say, It really is. It's by Exjude Design, and it's 36 count Zweigart Edinburgh linen. And this is it. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like the Cosmos right there. So that's going to be started sooner than later. I just have a lot to share. Let me just say, but I'm going to just tell you right now, just because I'm feeling a little bit scattered and insecure, that you must go watch The Wandering Stitcher. I was looking for her and realized that I had missed, you know, you get so busy, and I totally get it. You love these certain floss tubes and floss tubers that you watch. And the Antique Needleworker was one that I enjoyed watching, and I usually have to watch it in like 2 or 3 sittings because the length is long. They can go up to 2 hours, and so I during this holiday season hadn't been able to catch up. And then when I went back, I saw, oh wow, there's only one person, and it was 2 people that were doing that floss tube. Well, apparently there were some schedule conflicts, and it was hard to get together and to do the floss tube together, whatever reason. They're now 2 separate entities, and so one of the gals had her own channel before, so she went kind of back to that, and it's called The Wandering Stitcher. I realized that one of the things I was missing is her laughter. I mean, I get it. She laughs at herself. She laughs at her floss. She laughs at whatever's going on. and she's just like me in terms of organization. And so in her last one that I watched, she forgot to bring something, and so she got up and walked away, and you could hear her talking, you know, and she said, just look at the decor. I mean, it was my soul, was like my soul sister, my soul stitching sister. So go watch the I'll put the link below, Wandering Stitcher. So that was fun. I got a nice card from Greg, who is the Christmas Stitcher. Yeah, Christmas Stitcher. Yeah, up in Washington. Isn't that the cutest Santa? Thank you so much for the Christmas greeting. And then my friend Judy. Judy from Texas. She's the one that gave me the great tweezers. I'm telling you, there's not a fraction of a hair on my chin that can't be yanked out by those tweezers. And that mirror that magnifies your pores down to where they look like craters on the moon. Well, she sent me this bag to put that tweezers and mirror in, but I'm thinking this could be a stitchy bag. It's so beautiful. Look at this. This is a soft, like a velveteen, and look at that bee. And it's got the zipper. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. Thank you so much. And then it included a t-shirt. This is really meant for quilt roadies, but it came in the same package. We be quilting. I love it. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, so that was great, because that when I went to Acorns and Threads, the way that this went. Okay, let me just tell you the story. I had one of my middle grandsons with us, and I needed to go to one of my older grandchildren's house because his mom kind of gets gypped every year because she was born on Christmas Day. And so I made a quilt for her, and I wanted to take it over before Christmas because I didn't want her to have to wait. And so we went over there so I could drop it off, and it's not that far away from Acorns. It's on the west side of the river. Remember what I told you? North or south side of the mountain, east or west side of the river. She's on the west side of the river, which is where Acorns and Threads is. So I had to stop there. And that's where this lovely card from Greg came, and this box from Judy, and the stuff that I ordered that I didn't know I ordered. Yeah. So I don't know where I was going with that, but it'll come to me later. I showed you this last time. I just love this one, and I already ordered the next one because the sample that was on the pattern is gorgeous. But this one I had already purchased from Acorns and Threads, and it's Christmas Quaker. I just love this, from Primrose Cottage. But I wanted to pick up, I was reading it, and I thought I should just get ready to stitch this one. I wonder what thread it takes. And I was shocked because it said, well, I thought it said right here, stitch count miles, 2 miles stitched. Oh yeah, it said floss used for this model were classic colorwork cherry cobbler, 3 skeins. 3 skeins. This is a little bowl filler pillow, I think. It's, yeah, it's like a 6x6 or something, but 3 skeins. I was shocked. So I said, well, I'm not going to miss out on that. So I purchased 3 skeins. Gotta love that cherry cobbler. And I heard through the grapevine, I don't know about that Janine at Acorns and Threads, but this is what I heard. I'm going to have to talk to her about it too. I was at Pioneer Quilts for a Woolly Stitch Day. And a lot of the Woolly Stitchers are also cross stitchers. And someone there told me, I mean, this is like one of those insider scoops or Enquirer newspaper things, but someone told me that Janine said that there are stitch-alongs, Sal's, which for Robin up in Washington's are start-alongs, and for Anna are kit-alongs. I was like, what? Just because I have 100 things kitted? I mean, I'm going to have to talk to her about it. I think I'm going to have to, it's not something I can just sweep under the rug. No, we're going to have a conversation. Yes, I know. I like to kit things. It makes me feel like I have them half done. Yeah. What can I say? Okay. Let's see what's next here. I already showed you that. I was at Acorns and Threads like over a week ago, and I can't remember who, probably Anita, because Anita, if you follow Anita on Instagram, my God, she is really, really hard for the self-esteem, because she gets everything done, everything. It might have been her, I don't know. But she was stitching, and I can show you this because it's a free chart. She had stitched, and I think it was Anita, but I don't know for sure. She had stitched, 5 of these for grandchildren and put their names on them and made ornaments. Oh, come on. That's hysterical. and it's a free chart on the blue flower. And the reason it's printed on this is I forgot to take my Christmas card newsletter out of the printer when I printed it, and it fits so cute. Look at how cute it is. So so I had to go and print me a copy, and sure enough, I found another one that I loved. So I printed that one off. I mean, look at that. That has a beard. Is that a flamingo? Has a beard. Anyway, those are free charts on the blue flower. I was using G's laptop because I didn't want to go upstairs and get mine. And I noticed that I had downloaded some PDFs that I hadn't printed out. And I thought, I am going to print them out because I'm kind of getting, you know, it is just about Christmas. And I am kind of getting like excited about the new year and what I want the new year to be like. I have not decided on that word yet. I have not decided on a color, but I so enjoyed stitching for my family that I am going to continue to do that. Not only for myself, because really the reality of it is I am getting less and less wall space, although I could rotate things, and I am going to do that. But I had purchased charts thinking of someone in particular. And so this one totally cracked me up. And this is by Cross Stitch with Art. And I don't know, I could just see it in a really fancy frame hanging in your bathroom. But look at that. No, I don't know about you, but I raised 2 teenage boys, and there were definitely at times demons in that bathroom after they were done. So I have this on my list for 2024. And then one of the gals at the Acorns and Thread Stitch group stitched this for another stitcher, I believe is a wedding present. And, you know, I've said this before, we are a family of nerds. We embrace our nerdness. And so this was, let me see, who is this by? It doesn't say who it's by. That's so weird. Huh. Anyway, it's Vulcan calligraphy, you know, like Spock on Star Trek. And when it's done, this is how it looks. And this translates to live long and prosper. I just want to be sure that I get some extraordinary piece of fabric to do it on. Yeah, I know. So that's on my 2024. I know I have a lot more on my 2024 list. Right now, though, I am my nighttime evening designated stitch, as you know, is this particular chart that has a gotta be done by date. And I started getting a little bit stressed because I'm going to, I like to say this out loud, by the way, I'm going to Sampler Symposium. I hope I see people I know. I'm going by myself, and it's one of those things that I am putting my toe out and being brave about. And so I am flying down and going to the attic in Mesa sampler symposium, and you know, I'm hoping, the last time I went there I met some wonderful people, and I hope that I meet some more wonderful people and also see some familiar faces. But that's on January 11th. I believe I fly out January 11th, which means that I need to get this done before January 11th and to the framer so that it can be done by February. And so this chart here is going to start looking, I'm going to start looking like a monogamous stitcher, I'm thinking. It's really hard for me to do it though, because I don't want to, but I really want to be done before I leave so I can relax. And so this is where I'm at. You know, I still got the top of that tree to do. And the way I'm doing this is that, look at, I just can't get over that 35 cents. The way I'm doing it is I've taken the chart and I've blown it up a little bit, segments of it, so I can see it. And since I started it before I got my little iPad, I've been using a yellow highlighter and just highlighting and keeping track that way. So I have still quite a bit to do. So this is going to start, I'm going to start looking monogamous. That is just going to be a freaking miracle. But it is hard for me to put down this chart here because I'm in love. I'm in love with not only the bag it's in, but my current love affair with primitive hair. And I got this booklet at Acorns and Threads, and I got the fabric there. I just love the fabric. It's a 30 count, which means that I am not even having a hard time seeing the holes, and I'm doing it in hand. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And again, my beautiful bag that was gifted to me with this awesome, look at that. It's cross-stitched. Look at that. With the little, I mean, this makes me want to be monogamous with this project. And now I need to not do that. But my plan is to get the designated stitch done before I leave. And I've been working at getting this primitive hair project to the point where when I'm flying on the plane, all I'm doing is fill in, so I don't have to do any counting. And I'm getting close. So, I mean, look at those bees. I'm getting close on those bees. And this fabric. I'm going to frame it around the edge of that printed fabric. And, oh, I am taking something off the wall to hang this up because I just love it. Well, two more things. I know that some of you are really good at computers, and I have yet to get a Clay by Kim needle minder on my own. I just am not quick enough. I'm not organized. And one of my friends, Jennifer, says that she sets her clock 5 minutes before, so she's ready. But I always forget. So I luck out in that my friend Julie, who is younger and quicker and a far better cross-stitcher than I am, was able to get me this cross-stitch. I mean, not this cross-stitch, this needle minder. And It's my Christmas one. I just love it. It's so pretty. It's out of clay. It's just so pretty. And, you know, I know there's a lot of people that are just so incredibly fast and know how to do it, and I don't. I'm just lucky to have a good friend. So I got that this week. And then one day G and I went out to an antique store. We have some fabulous antique stores in the Portland area, and one of our favorites is Monticello's, which is in the Portland, more in Portland town area. Its address is actually Portland. And in that shop, I found this cross stitch and was so taken by how perfect it was. I mean, you can't even see. It was done on Ada, but these bright colors, and you cannot see one carry thread. Whoever did this did a fantastic job, and it was mounted in a tray with glass on top, and it was only $16. I mean, wow. So whoever, and they didn't put their name or the year or anything, but whoever did this, this is what I hope for my own cross stitch, is that when someone finds it, they're going to be really excited, like I'm excited. But take a look at this. Is that not amazing? It's a red lacquered tray, and there's glass on top of it, and it looks like there's like a particle board underneath, so the stitching isn't directly against the glass, but it's being protected, and it's so cute. So it's definitely being added to my Christmas decor. A little late for this year, but good for next year. Okay, I think I covered everything. I am relaxing. It's a very relaxing holiday. We had our family holiday on the 16th because of work schedules, so it means that it's like mostly just G and I, and I got everything done that I was hand making for Christmas, and I had a wonderful little Christmas gathering with girlfriends, and yeah, it's turning out to be one of my, I don't know if you call it gifted Christmases, where there's no anxiety, there's no stress, there's no worry, there's no drama. It's just really good. I mean, truly, the only drama I have is that there are not enough Christmas movies that are good. Although I have to tell you, I saw Monk. You remember Monk, the TV show with Shaloub? That was his last name. Yeah. It's called Monk's Final Case. I enjoyed watching that. That was so great. And it was on a, I don't know if it was like on Peacock or Netflix, or it was on something. And that was a good one. Yeah. And it was so interesting because it takes place a little bit post-pandemic. So, there's all the... He walks around with his own big hand sanitizer dispenser, because if you remember the TV show, he was kind of like a little quirky and anxious. And so, as with many people that has made us a little more cautious than we used to be. Not as, you know, savoir-faire, you know, without a care in the world. But I'm going to make 2024 that kind of year. I'm going to work hard on keeping myself grounded, accepting what bumps in the road come with a little more grace than I might normally, and then just stitch, stitch, stitch. How about you? I am looking forward to 2024. Well, you all take care. I wish a peaceful end to this new year, and into the new year. And let's have some fun in 2024. Think about a word of the year. Yeah. Think about what you might do that's outside your box. It can be done. I'm proof. Talk to you all later. You take care and know that I love you.